to you, Aquarius. Okay, so all right, there we go. So for you, Aquarius, you have the Queen of Cups, the Emperor, and you have the Three of Pentacles. Some of you, Aquarius, probably, if you, Aquarius, are single, you probably already have people who want to hang out with you in that kind of way in the first place. It's not hard for you, Aquarius, to be able to find someone new. It's being in a trustworthy relationship is the thing. You can get them, but you can't. But a lot of the times you realize you can't keep them. And, you know, Sugar Free said this, right? The rapper said this, and I got it from him because it's a real thing. It's called cop and blow. You know, you get them, and then it almost seems as if as soon as you get them, right, they cool for a minute because, you know, the two of you are still uncomfortable with one another. You know, they're brand new. But then when you, as time go on, you realize you can't trust them because now they start pulling all kind of antics. They start doing things that's really stupid, you know. And it goes to show you how much of a coward they are, right? When things happen like this, because why don't they do that to people whom they don't know, right? No, they're using the fact that, oh, you're not going to do anything to me, right? They're using that and then going off and doing their own thing. And so what's happening here is the Emperor and the Three of Pentacles. So this right here represents how you're in a position where, you know, yeah, you can replace people. You know, you can always get someone brand new. For you, Pisces, who are in an established bond, the two of you are just coming closer to one another, right? No, you know, no thing but a chicken wing. Y'all still like each other, obviously. Y'all are still real close, still tight. And this person, from what I'm seeing here, is that this person is willing to help you with your endeavors, meaning that this person is still willing to help you. This person is still willing to help you with the things that you got going on. You know, maybe you Pisces may have some plans to retire, set yourself up for success in the future, and you have this person who's willing to do that if you're an established bond. The two of y'all are two peas in a pod, and they're willing to help you with whatever you need help with. So they're showing you that they love you because they are loyal to you. They are around you. They will pretty much work with you with almost anything that you want them to, right? It's a joint project. The Eight of Wands and the Five of Wands here is about, and so for you single ones, you know, because a lot of Aquarius people be married. That's why I'm reading for like both, because a lot of Aquarius, the majority of Aquarius people that I know are married. You know what I mean? My father included. My father is married as well, right? And anyway, so the Eight of Wands and the Five of Wands is about how, and so for you single Aquarius though, the majority of this reading is really about you, because this is about how, like, you know, again, you find it like, you know, like, you know, it's kind of odd that, you know, you Aquarius can get people. The getting of people is not the difficult part. It's when those people get around you, it's like, why do they be pulling this nonsense, especially when they get close to you, right? It's almost like they wait to get close to you just so that they can start being stupid. And you're right. That's exactly what happens. You know, that's why it is that me personally, people be calling me a player and a person who's like heartless and all that other type of trash. It's because for me, I be getting rid of them quickly. Like, I get rid of them quickly. I do. You know, because what happens with me is that when I interact with them, right, you know what I'm saying, everything is all cool, and I want to keep everything all cool, right? Obviously, I'm not saying that the two of us are not going to cross. Of course we are. But I'm not, but the games though, the stupid, the real wild stuff that occurs, right? The unprovoked stupidity that pops up out of I can't do that. Soon as you start that, I'm like, oh, you on a time clock. You better figure it out what you want to do before if you do that, I'm out. I'm gone. I'm not. Hold on a second. You all right? Oh, okay. Thought it was somebody. Sorry about that. I thought somebody walked in my place. I was not about to be like, all right, okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so you know, soon as y'all too comfortable, they start up, and they want to pull that. And so for you single Aquarius, y'all are paying attention to that. Y'all are like, what is up with this, right? Trying to figure it out. What is going on with it? It just seems like people just get too comfortable with you, right? The Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Six of Wands speaks to how the Ten of Pentacles, you're looking for one person to have something romantically special with. The Hermit and the Six of Wands, but sometimes the way that these people be moving, you Aquarius feel like you don't want to even like date anymore sometimes. Because again, a lot of you Aquarius are focusing on how it just seems like the two of you could be cool with each other, and then all of a sudden they switch. So like, how does the switch even happen? Like imagine the person who does that. Imagine the person, and a lot of you Aquarius know what I'm talking about. You can imagine it because it's happening to you. A lot of you Aquarius, you can imagine like what a person is going through when a person can be cool, yeah, nice, cool, and then out of nowhere, it's like, oh, you know, out of nowhere, the person, I'm gonna get at the Aquarius by showing up late. Like, this person said they want me to be here at this time, I'm gonna show up late. Like what are we doing right now? You know? And the Six of Wands represents, you know, you're going through, for you single Aquarius, you're going through some things right now. I'm not even going to lie to you. You know, sentimentally, you're going through some things. You know, my heart goes out to y'all, for real. Because what I'm seeing for you single Aquarius in particular is, you know, honestly, the same thing that I've been saying. You know, it takes two. And the major situation that's happening out here is a lot of people really don't want to really be in a relationship. A lot of people don't want to work as a team. They want to be a celebrity, and they want to treat their significant other as a fan, you know, like a fanatic or whatever. And it don't work that way. You know, it takes two. You know, the two of you have needs and wants that has to be heard and addressed, you know, and, you know, the two of y'all have flaws and deal breakers that has to be addressed and respected. And, you know, a lot of the times people want to play like they'll be good to you, but I mean, you Aquarius are too good for that. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of you Aquarius are nice people from what, you know, from my experience. You know, I've met more I've met more Aquarius that has been good to me than ones that has been difficult with me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, yo, like it's you know, I don't like to hear that. I don't like to give like readings like this per se, right? I want, you know, I wish things could be bright and chipper, right? But the Five of Cups and the Three of Wands for you Aquarius, again, it just represents how, you know, y'all are healing from this. Y'all are processing your emotions, because it's like, a lot of you Aquarius now are getting to the next level. You're figuring out now that people do switch on you like that, completely unprovoked. And that's what Iman Shumpert basically proved. That's what Johnny Depp proved, right? That a person, you could be going well with a person, and a person really can't spaz out on you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? A person really can spaz out on you for no reason and completely unprovoked. And that if you're not really paying attention, you're chasing after the illusion of what the relationship used to be at the very beginning, right? Or within, you gotta understand, like most people show you a facade, right? Let me be more accurate. If a person is playing a game, the games that most people usually play is from 1 to about 5 years, right? So immediately when you meet them, up to 5 years. Now, of course, they could play a game longer than that, but the vast majority of the times it's within up to when you met them all the way up to 5 years, okay? And so for you Aquarius who are not really in relationships with people very long, that's why, right? Like me, I'm not in relationships a long time. And the reason why is not because I'm playing and stuff like this, and people keep deliberately misconstruing this. It's not because I'm playing people. It's just that I'm looking at a person's character. They don't even wait to start showing me how dysfunctional they can be, right? They don't even wait very long because they can't, right? They can't. They're very impatient. But it's not long for me to see how wild the situation can get. So I stay away from these people because they usually start showing me a whole new face. And that's what's going on with you. That's what's bothering you. You Aquarius are trying to figure out like what you can do to make the person stop wilding out. And what I'm telling you Aquarius is that you can't, because it's planned that they're going to do this. It's planned. It's a planned thing. They already came into the relationship knowing that they're going to play a game with you and be a chameleon, right? Be in camouflage on up to the point where they think that you're good, and then they're going to essentially slack. They're going to be like, okay, well now I can afford to not put on the same smiles the way that I used to with you, right? And this is what I mean. Like, this is what I mean when I say forget about the morality thing, because there's a difference between being moral and understanding what is right. You do not have to be moral in order to be right, in order to be justified, in order to be to exist with jurisprudence. Doing what's right, oftentimes, especially in today's world, means that you're not moralistic probably at all. What do I mean by that? If you've ever seen the movie The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy, that's one of my favorite movies, as a matter of fact. It's one of my favorite movies, personally. Watched it with my brother so many times, but I love the movie anyway, so I don't mind. But it's called The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy in it. And the main lead of the movie, right? She was talking about, she was like looking at the scroll, and she was talking about how, like, you know, the golden child will be rescued by an individual who is no angel. And Eddie Murphy was like, who are you talking about? And she was like, I'm talking about you. So the context, so in that context, what it's saying is that morality doesn't work the way that people think it does. Morality has nothing to do with what's right and what's not right. Morality, in fact, is actually an aspect of sentimentalism. You don't want, it's a means of control. You don't want a person to do this, so you come up with something to tug on their heartstrings, to run game on them to not do this or to move in a particular way, right? When you do something that you know is justified, oftentimes people are not going to particularly like it, but it has to be done, right? Moralistically, right, and politically correct, I should probably tell people you're perfect and you're great and you did it, right? When you get off of moralism and you tell people what it is, look, I'm not nice. I'm good, but I'm not nice. See, nice is moralistic, good is principle. I'm paying attention to the principle. I'm trying to see if how I'm treating you is fair. Morality is, oh, we got to be politically correct and I can't say certain words because I'm a hipster. I'm trying to fit in and look a particular kind of way and guilt people into moving a particular kind of way so that other people don't get alarmed of how I move. That's what morality is. I'm not moralistic whatsoever. I don't care about moralism. I shoo away morality at every chance that I get. I'm paying attention to jurisprudence. I want to figure out what's right and what's wrong, right? So a lot of you are getting caught up with the morality of things. You figure that you got to be loyal to a person who is obviously showing you that they are disloyal to you. And that you don't listen to your own instincts when you know it's time to get out. This person is showing you signs. It's time to get out. You should listen. Your instincts or your intuition is telling you, Aquarius, yo, the other aspects of me, because it's still you, the other aspects of me, Aquarius, it's time to get out. It's time to bounce. It's time to leave. And so a lot of you are still trying to figure out how to listen to that. So let's clarify the Three of Wands. You have the Chariot, Two of Swords, the Empress, the Ten of Wands, and then you have the Seven of Swords for you. So what I'm seeing here for you is the Chariot, Two of Swords, and the Empress. This is more so about you basically being in a specific space where the Three of Wands, right, is about you're moving on, but it just means that you Aquarius are gonna learn. You Aquarius understand that there's still something that you're not getting for some of you, right? Some of you figured it out, but a lot of you Aquarius are understanding that there's some development that needs to be had because people are running this game on you. They're running roughshod on you. They're coming to you and it just seems like they're good at first. And the fact that they treated you so well at first, you can't let go of them when they start acting a different way. And so the Chariot, the Two of Swords, and the Empress is about basically you're trying to figure out when is too loyal. What is the line between being loyal and too loyal, even to your detriment, right? And so the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Swords here represents, well, to answer the question, when a person is being loyal to you and truthful to you, that's probably who you should be loyal to. A lot of these Machiavellian books tell you to use people. Listen, let me tell you something. If you go around using people, so you got to know which ones is hogwash and which ones is not. If you go around using people, people are going to start using you right back. I talked about this before, that people are not toys. Okay? The Ten of Wands and the Seven of Swords represents, so yeah, know when to get out. Know when to get out. Know when is your exit sign, for real. That's the plan. Other than that, that's pretty much it for you, Aquarius. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. I'm at 25,786 subs. If you want to come through and get a personal reading, the birth chart reading, books that I have there on Amazon, or Kareemspiritworks clothing, you can. The link to that is in the comment section below. Call the Linktree link. It's the pinned post. Come through. Peace.